Good afternoon. On behalf of all of the people of Maryland, I want to extend our deepest sympathies to the families of the victims of the horrific shooting at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh. We continue to pray for them, their families, and loved ones, and for the first responders whose heroic actions potentially saved countless other lives. Elie Wiesel once said, "Wherever men and women are persecuted because of their race, religion, or political views, that place must, at that moment, become the center of the universe." Last week, members of a tight-knit community who were peacefully practicing their faith became victims of an unconscionable violent act of hatred. No words can possibly ease the overwhelming sense of grief and sadness over such an unspeakable tragedy. The right of every one of us to worship and practice our faith freely is a founding pillar of our democracy. Our synagogues and other places of worship must never become places of fear. An attack like this cuts at the very heart of our values as Americans and as human beings. It was an attack not just on one peaceful synagogue, but an attack on the Jewish people and an attack on all of us. This afternoon, I want to reaffirm that now and always, the state of Maryland stands in solidarity with our Jewish community here at home, across the nation, and around the world. Sadly, we have seen far too many brutal acts of anti-Semitism, bigotry, and hatred in our nation. But I believe that the goodness within us will always triumph over evil. Jewish tradition teaches the concept of tikkun olam, that individual acts of goodness can help to heal a broken world, that small acts of kindness and decency truly can make a real difference, and that each and every one of us has a responsibility to try to fix a little piece of what is wrong with our world. The best way to change hearts and minds to end the inexplicable hate is by showing love and kindness and leading by example. In the words of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., hate begets hate. Violence begets violence. Toughness begets a greater toughness. We must meet the forces of hate with the power of love. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. As we continue to pray for the 11 lives that were cut short and for all those who love them, we also stand united and firm in our conviction that no amount of evil can divide us. No amount of evil can destroy the Jewish people or our nation. In this battle between good and evil, there can only be one side to stand on, and that is for love and goodness, justice and unity. In the traditional Jewish prayer for the dead, the mourner's Kaddish, death isn't mentioned. Instead, it celebrates life and the resiliency of the Jewish people. It serves as a reminder of the goodness within all of us that brings us together and makes us stronger. The closing line of the Kaddish says, "May the one who makes peace in the high heavens, send peace to us and to the Jewish people. Amen. Shabbat shalom. And now it is my honor to light a candle for Joyce Feinberg.
Bishop Mark Brennan